Hi there, I'm Marissa from Blue Sea Energy, a YouTube channel focused on renewable energy, clean transportation, and related technologies. Rather than an investment banker or engineer, I come from a perspective of a consumer and a member of Gen Z concerned about climate change. And in 2024, some really exciting developments in the energy transition have happened or are projected to happen. Let's begin. So this article I found in CleanTechnica about a month ago, US EIA predicts solar will account for 58% of new electricity generation capacity in US in 2024, says that of all new utility scale energy generation slated to be added to the American energy grid this year, renewables and battery storage are projected to account for 94% altogether, and nuclear is projected to make up 2%. Meanwhile, fossil fuels and other sources make up the rest at just 4%. If we look at the actual report by the US Energy Information Administration, which they based off their preliminary monthly electric generator inventory, it gives kind of an interesting visual of the location, amount, and size of the generators we're supposed to add this year. You can see just how widespread solar is becoming. California, Texas, and North Carolina, meanwhile, seem to be ramping up their battery storage, which is dark blue here on this map. And it highlights three big projects scheduled to come online this year: the Gemini Solar project outside of Vegas, the Vogtle Unit 4 nuclear reactor in Georgia, and the Vineyard Wind offshore farm off of Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. Let's see if there's been any new updates on any of those in the past couple of months. According to powertechnology.com, as of last month, the Gemini Solar PV Park, which would provide 690 megawatts of solar generation and 380 megawatts of battery storage, is still under construction, but it does have a power purchase agreement in place. So the energy generated from it would go to Nevada Energy and also customers in California. And based on figures from the Solar Energy Industries Association, 690 megawatts are enough to power roughly 113,000 homes. This is also projected to be the largest solar farm in the country as of now. So we'll be looking forward to the future when its construction is finished. On the other hand, we know that Unit 4 of Georgia's Vogtle nuclear plant has been delayed once again. An Associated Press article says that vibrations in its cooling tower has bumped its operational date back to the second quarter of this year, or sometime in the next few months. This unit has had quite a few problems before. It was supposed to be finished in 2017 with a budget of $14 million. Now the actual cost looks to be twice that at 31 to 35 million and delayed by 7 years to boot. Unfortunately, this kind of situation with huge delays and going over budget too looks like it's quite common in the nuclear sector. You could make all sorts of debates about nuclear energy, and you could argue that at least it's not intermittent at the level that wind and solar power are, but I'm glad this unit is going to come online as soon as it is. And finally, we have some good news on the offshore wind front. Speaking of renewables, on February 22nd, Vineyard Wind in Massachusetts started generating power from 5 turbines for the local grid in New England. It's the first large offshore wind project in the country, first approved by federal government agencies in 2021 amidst the pandemic. Despite the best efforts of NIMBYs, the project went ahead, and now it's generating 68 megawatts to power up to 30,000 homes per the Massachusetts state government. Plus, 57 more turbines are also scheduled to come into service to help generate 806 megawatts altogether, enough for 400,000 homes and businesses, roughly. So, to sum up, 2024 looks like a huge year for adding new carbon neutral power generation. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to add, or if you know of any big energy project in your area, please let me know in the comments. Please feel free to open up a respectful dialogue and don't forget to subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful day and stay positive.